why don't we start with some entertainment news? Do you guys remember Sonic the Hedgehog? Do you guys remember the trailer from Sonic the Hedgehog that everyone hated because the design of Sonic is absolutely terrible? Well, the director agreed, and they agreed that they were going to redesign Sonic the Hedgehog, and so they are. But how are they going to make it in time for, what was the initial, November 2019? How are they going to make it? There's a lot of scenes with Sonic in it, right? Well, they realized that as well. And now the Sonic movie has officially been delayed until, let me turn on my cam. Until 2020. February 14th, 2020, which is actually my birthday, chat. That's my birthday right there. So I'm excited about that. I mean, you know what? That's cool still that they actually listened to what the fans said and that they redesigned Sonic. He did look absolutely so weird. In other entertainment news, are there any fans of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic out there? Well, you're either going to be happy or unhappy about this piece of news, but it seems like they might be turning Knights of the Old Republic into a movie. So that's currently being written by Leita Kalogridis, Avatar and Shutter Island for Lucasfilms. We'll see how that turns out, I suppose. I actually haven't played this game, but I heard that it's very, very good. A lot of people like it. Now, let's jump between entertainment news and a bit of gaming news. Are you guys ready with your Pepe laughs? Do you guys remember this card game known as Artifact that's dying? Well, it doesn't seem to be the only game that's dying, right? Apex Legends revenue tumbles by 74% in 2 months. 74% in 2 months. This game started up so strong, and now it's just tumbling and falling. But the thing is that a big reason for this is because they don't want to kill their workers by having them work overtime and late nights, as a certain Fortnite crew does. But this is what happens then. People need updates. People play the shit out of video games, and they very quickly get bored with it. So Apex is falling rapidly. I do believe that Artifact had more viewers than Apex the other day. Oh yeah, do you guys remember this console known as Ouya? Does anyone remember this console? No? I don't know. We're talking about a lot of flopping things flopping today, I suppose. So Ouya was supposed to be this genius console that was Android-based, open source, I believe, very cheap to buy, and it would basically it would be like it would have like an app store where indie devs could make games for the idea was decent. They had a big Kickstarter, and then it just went to shit. So many issues with the Ouya, and also just people weren't as interested as they might have seen. It's everyone can agree that it completely flopped, but now we can agree that it's officially dead. Razer ended up buying up the Ouya and the Ouya store, but now they're closing it down, and that's gonna officially basically kill the console. So it had a terrible run, and now it is officially over. 6-year run is what the Ouya had. Okay, now let's move on. According to the World Health Organization, gaming disorder is now deemed an official illness. So now you guys can blame all your shortcomings on just being addicted to video games. Officially, you're supported now by the World Health Organization. Video game addiction is added to the organization's list of modern-day ills. Your Fortnite addiction might just be an official illness. The World Health Organization on Saturday adopted the latest update to its international classification of diseases, which adds gaming disorder to its list of modern diseases. Last June, they added gaming addiction under its section of potentially harmful technology-related behaviors, including too much use of the internet, computers, smartphones, and more. Nym, I can get handicap parking. Smart, very smart. So yeah, the issue of gaming addiction isn't new. The American Psychiatric Association still has it listed up as for discussion in his latest version of his diagnostic Bible, the DSM-5. Ooh, fancy. The American Medical Association backed away from video game addiction in 2007. Now, let's introduce a kind of a fun thing. This is especially cool because I did play PUBG today. Restin Johig.
Welcome to the club.
I'm sure he's watching. Thank you, Watt, for the 2 months. With the Prime, and Vipsy with the Prime as well. It worked. They Prime sub, boys. They Prime subbed. Give Restin Johig a little pog you in the chat. He made this. The research of my lifespan during PUBG streams with stream savers. So this is a little graphic he made. So let's take a look at the table below. according to this table here, we can freely state, this is so cool, by the way, he's recorded like my death and stuff. The average time I am alive is 1 minute and 40 seconds. The best stream savers are Liba XD and Patriarch. The most used melee weapon is fists. The most used throwable is HE grenade and Molotov. The most used gunfire weapon is the MP5K and Bison, gun frog stance game. 15 stream snipers in total, but there are more of them. I guess they haven't managed to kill me. Stream snipers who also did well include Vermoro, Shrekt, G Fabian, Simon1, and that guy Sparky. P.S. I'm sorry for not mentioning other stream savers. You guys are as cool as the stream savers from the table.
Have you seen Game of Twitch 2?
Yes.
Fuck.
It was great. P.S.S. I could gather more info, such as what music they played or lifespan with or without minimap, etc. But I don't know, Kev E. Shrug, too lazy. P.S.S.S. It took more than 3.5 weeks to make that research. I hope you guys like it. P.S.S.S.S. Thank you, Nym and chat, for providing joy and happiness every day. Special thanks to Tree Hunter and Liba XD for supporting and being helpful. Feels okay, man. Point right heart. Aw, ain't that sweet, chat. So here's, I'll leave this little table up for a bit. You guys can look at it. You can see lots of Liba in here. You can see how long I lived. I like this one. This is me dying, killing myself with a car 33 seconds into the game somehow. This one I survived for 328 seconds, and then this guy was wave 2, so he killed me with a gun. A normie killed me with a pistol. Ugh. In other gaming news, Wolfenstein, how do you pronounce that? Wolfenstein.
Blazkowicz left the country under a false identity.
Yeah, we get it. It takes forever. When I hit play a YouTube video, it autoplays and it takes forever before I can pause it. But that was what you heard there was a gameplay trailer for Wolfenstein Young Blood. They released a little something. Welcome to the 1980s. To the club, buddy. Corsair, thank you so much for a whole year of subbing, man. Welcome back. Check it.
Blazkowicz left the country under a false identity.
We can find him. It's do or die.
Wow.
Have you ever killed Nazis before?
We were born to kill Nazis. Can we make it?
July 26th. If only I get in on that. Looked kind of cool. Let's do a bit of tech news, shall we? I'm jumping between the categories. I don't really know what the point of this upcoming video is, but this was posted by the Boring Company. Yeah, doesn't sound too fun, does it? That is the company founded by Elon Musk. He wants to dig a tunnel under LA, right? Foppish, thank you for the 5 months. Thank you.
Welcome to the club, buddy.
And they I don't know what they're trying to prove here. It's not surprising, but I figured let's look at it. They had 2 Tesla cars compete. One is driving through traffic, and one is going through the tunnel. Wee! Check it. Look at this. Ding ding. A baby. Yes, they made a flamethrower. Sorry, I'm allergic to traffic. Wop 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 wop. What is 127 miles per hour in regular units? Yeah, we watched some video about AMD CPUs apparently being stronger than Intel now. What happens when more than one car wants to go through the tunnel? An alarm goes off. That sounds a bit like this. I mean, this is just for testing purposes. But like I said, I have no idea what the point here they're trying to make is. Obviously, that car is faster. I just figure, fuck it, we'll watch it. And then they just sit around. It's like 180 kilometers per hour. Oh, that's crazy. It's only one car at a time. So it's not gonna help with the traffic a lot, huh? Wop, 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 wop. That's so cheeky, chat. Did you already report on Huawei? There we go. Look at that, chat. Don't drive through traffic anymore. Just take the tunnel instead. You'll save so much time. You'll skip the traffic then. Speaking of Elon Musk and his adventures, check this out.
Welcome to the club, buddy.
Welcome to the club, buddy. Scon. 2 months. Thank you. Wow, 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 wow. A spectacular view of the SpaceX Starlink satellite train. Ooh. On May 21st, 2019, SpaceX launched Starlink. It's a series of 60 satellites. And that's the first launch of many that's going to create a large constellation of satellites that are meant to provide global internet access. So this resulted in a really cool kind of thing. Just check this out, chat. Here they come. Here comes the pain train. Scon. Thank you, man. It's aliens, chat. That's not SpaceX. Those are aliens. So eventually we'll get internet from these little bad boys, I suppose. Whee! Oh no, this guy's left behind. He's like, wait up. Oh, there's more of them here. There's 2 of them. Why is that one so weak looking? They died after this video ended, chat. That is cool, is it not? That is pretty neat. In other tech news, Mark Zuckerberg keeps on working on his mission to take over the world. And Skynet is probably coming real soon, chat. I'm going to show you guys several things now that is going to prove to you that Skynet is going to happen soon, okay? Or at least there are computer overlords are taking over. First of all, Facebook plans to launch Global Coin, their cryptocurrency, in 2020. Okay, they're planning to set up a digital payment system in about a dozen countries by the first quarter of 2020, and they're gonna start testing it, and they call it Global Coin. They're gonna start testing it by the end of the year. And so the way this is gonna work is that Facebook wants to create a digital currency that provides affordable and secure ways of payments, regardless of if the users have a bank account or not. And they're hoping to disrupt the existing networks by breaking down financial barriers, competing with banks, and reducing consumer costs. Is this going to happen? I have no idea. But that's just, Facebook being Facebook, trying to take over the world. Amazon is working on a device that can read human emotions. Yep. You heard that right. They are developing a voice-activated wearable device that can recognize human emotions. So it's supposed to be this health and wellness product. And it's supposed to sync with your smartphone app. And it's supposed to help you, it hears how you're doing. And it's going to, suggest what you should do maybe to feel better. And that, of course, sounds all fine and dandy. But we all know that that's not how it's going to work. It's going to be like that Alexa is listening to you and sees that you're not doing well. And then it's going to push ice cream sales on you, or something. I don't know. They're gonna know everything about you, chat. They're gonna know how you're doing that particular day, and they're gonna be like, oh, guess it's that time of the month, so I'm gonna do this and this. And then before you know it, you have been replaced by a robot, and you are being held in a dungeon, and they have your blood on tap so that it can be injected into Jeff Bezos so that he can live forever. Okay, I might be extrapolating a bit too much from this, but yeah, anyway, Amazon is making a device that can read your emotion through your voice. So yeah, that's cool. In other news, September last year, it was decided that the Mercedes boss, his name is Dieter Zetsche, probably butcher that. After 13 years, he decided to say thank you. Thanks for all the fish, and say bye. And he has now been replaced by a Swedish guy called Ola Källenius. Anyway, so he's leaving now, and everyone's kind of thanking him for his service. And Dicke BMW actually made kind of a cheeky video. So even though this is... Just watch, chat. So yeah, it's kind of funny, I thought. Attention, fellow gamers. John Wick needs your help. I haven't seen the new John Wick movie yet, but I've heard that it sets up for a sequel, and now it is confirmed. Chapter 4 is confirmed for a 2021 release. John Wick will return. So, his box office debut knocked Avengers Endgame from the top after a 3-week run. Now John Wick 4 is confirmed. Chapter 4 is coming May 21st, 2021. Bam! There you have it. Oh yeah, here's a short cheeky one. Be careful when you're having hotel breakfast near a pool. Pay attention. Nym, watch that movie. It's great. Okay, that's great, but it's a long clip. I don't know what I was supposed to look at. This happened in... Shit, where was this? I don't actually know.
Welcome to the club, buddy.
But it was posted to Live Leak, so you know it's good. She almost looked like Jesus Christ for a bit. Breakfast ruined. This restaurant in Manchester, Britain, accidentally served a group of 3 businessmen a $5,000 bottle of wine after they had ordered a $290 bottle of wine. So they got to drink a bottle of wine worth $5,000. They had ordered a cheaper bottle of Bordeaux to go along with their meal. I only have 2 shorts. Okay. At the Hawksmoor Steakhouse, when a manager visiting from another store for training picked out the wrong wine. And then they ended up tweeting this out. They said, to the customer who accidentally got given a bottle of Chateau Le Pin Pomelol 2001, which is 4,500 pounds on our menu. Oops. I hope you enjoyed your evening. To the member of staff who accidentally gave it away, chin up. One-off mistakes happen and we love you anyway. Winky face. They look pretty similar, okay? Winky face. I mean, not really. I mean, I guess they're both bottles of wine. But apparently the man wanted to order another bottle, and the staff, instead of telling them about it, kind of recommended they got a different wine bottle.